In here, they're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, Liz. Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Gun. Hey, check 26. That's fine, yeah. Over. 319.
On first down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. Wide open, that's Clark. They lost him. And that one results in 35 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
That's fine now. 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Rodgers going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got an open man, Clark. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Liz, jump out! Over here. Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep him to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, 26. Hey, go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 50.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers being chased out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll spot Lashley open, left side complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Cousins on first down. And Diggs has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Black.
Cousins again. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And right with it here over the middle. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. again. It's Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Room here to run. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get...
Over here.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sandejo. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete, and he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Run.
They'll throw again. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side is going to be caught by Clark. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Zoom. Right, left. Hey, strong right.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Terrence Newman with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Lady! Yellow! Where's the hot?
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Zoom. You got 58.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Jump out. Wide off.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Jump out. Zoom. Hey, Mike, 58.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Being chased out left. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Jump out. Zoom. Inside.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Liz. Zoom. Hey, where y'all going? Go to 50. Hey, you block.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, Liz. 300. Get it.
On first down, Rodgers out to his left. Throw left side complete to Burnett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers, a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Box it. Yeah, Liz. Zoom. Check. Next north. Zoom. Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers again now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2nd down, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Cousins now on 2nd down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins now. Got a man, it's right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Gun. Hey, flipper.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Black. Zebra.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And now here's another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Jump out. Over here. Get 300. Box it. That's fine. Get it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He gets away from it, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, check 26. Hey, Mike. Over here. Wide left. No.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Hey, 50. Wide left. That's fine. Yeah. 50.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about our admiration for quarterbacks who can extend the life of a play and create another play off of one that appears to have broken down. Should we come up with a different term for Aaron Rodgers? Because he has taken it to a new level.
He loves life outside of the pocket, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Very comfortable out there, and he usually results in good things for Green Bay.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to be Packer football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Zoom. That's fine, yeah. Right.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Jumbo! Zoom. 58.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. It is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Hey, 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Rodgers now looking to throw on second down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Sheldon Richardson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
His pass caught at the 4. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Cousins the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Rodgers dancing to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Gun.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do?
Zebra.
Cousins on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a him in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, check 26. Jump out. Jump out. Hey, we're going to 8. No.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. 23 yards on the play. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, check 26.
On 1st down, Rodgers forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Rodgers now to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Zoom. Wait, check 26. Over. That's fine, over.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Packers. Deontay Burnett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's the backup Simeon. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Gone! Here we go now.
From the gun, here's Simeon. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd is Simeon. Throw left side complete. It's right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
Detroit!
On 1st down, it's Simeon. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now the Packers get set to go. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50. Callie, don't let Callie. Oko over here. Get it.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, where are you going? Jumbo! Hey, check 26. Oko over here.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
Hey, check 26. Hey. Where y'all going? That's fine, yeah.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing on 3rd and long. He sets to fight and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Oko over here. That's fine, yeah. Hey.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
319. Hey, where y'all going?
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to go up top for the... And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, hurry up!
Out of the gun, Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run, Cook, and after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
3 down. 3 down. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion, motion. Barney. Gun. 91 is the money.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Barney, gun. It's our time. On 3.
Desperation time for Simeon on fourth. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10.
Zoom.
Rodgers throwing here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf.